Hi everybody, thanks for joining me today. I really do appreciate it. Down at the woodshed I have a new fridge from SetPower. It's a brand new fridge from them. It's a dual zone fridge. It's the PT30. That's 30 liters or 32 quart capacity. And it's the first fridge that SetPower has had that has an app associated with it. And I really love this app. It might be the best app for a fridge that I've used so far. So let's get into it. Let's look at what I can fit in here. Let's look at the specs and the size of it. SetPower PT30, it's a pretty good fridge. So here's a closer look at the PT30. I also own the PT45, much bigger cooler. This would be more of a weekend to 5-day cooler for us. The PT45 is something we would take away for 7 to 10 days, but it's nice to have some options. Really great cooler. I've been running it constantly in the house and monitoring it over different types of testing, and it's been performing really well. It's a true compressor cooler. There's the compressor down there, and SetPower offers a 3-year warranty. Now that's fantastic. Now this cooler is very well insulated. There's actually 48 millimeters of insulation in here. That's more than a lot of brands. So let's say you did run out of power. With 48 millimeters of insulation, that's going to keep your food cold for quite some time. A day or two most likely. And it has a Bluetooth app. We're going to get into the app. But it's actually a really great cooler. So when you get the cooler, you're going to get an AC cord and a DC cord. Now, this DC cord is designed for a car jack. And one thing I noticed right off the bat, it is a little more heavy duty. It has 4 metal prongs, not 2, to hold it deep into the socket, into the carport. Now, I find that a really good feature because when we take these down bumpy roads, the odd time, this plug will jump out of the car socket. So it's a good idea to have that little extra grab with those 4 spring-loaded prongs. Nice job, SetPower. So what can you fit in this cooler? Well, at the moment I have this side set to fridge, this side set to freezer, and over here I have 24 cans of soda. I could probably fit, at least another 6 cans of soda in here. Really great. Over here, 5 pounds of ice and a frozen water bottle. I mean, that is great for a weekend getaway. For long road trips where you're mostly packing snacks and drinks, this would be awesome. Going to the kids' soccer game, if it's your day to bring the snacks, a cooler like this would be perfect. So I just want to say that my first impressions are that this is quality. It seems very sturdy. The lid is very thick, very strong. Nice hinges, and that latch gives a nice positive click. You always like to hear that nice click when you close it down. As far as the handles go, again, extremely sturdy, molded right into the side of the cooler, nothing to break. And the handles are deep enough to get decent purchase with your hands when you're carrying it. Very sturdy. You can bring these things in the backcountry, not worry about them too much. Just a quality unit. So here's the control panel. Not much to show here because it's so easy to use. There's a power button, a settings button. You can change the compressor speed to eco or leave it on max. Eco is going to save you battery life, of course. Each panel here deals with one side of the cooler, and there's a diagram to show. This is the large side, this is the smaller side. I have this side set to freeze, this side set to cool, and it's as simple as up and down to set your cooler temperature and your freezer temperature. Now, one thing I've been doing over the past couple weeks is testing to see if this number here coincides with what's happening in the cooler down below. I've been setting fridge thermometers inside, and I'm happy to say that this reading is very accurate as to what's happening inside the cooler. There is a little bit of flow each direction. That's how refrigerators work. But overall, when I set this to 32 and I put a thermometer inside, it has been keeping it at 32 degrees and at 0 degrees. So that's great to see. You want accuracy. You want to be sure that your frozen foods will stay frozen, your fresh foods will stay fresh. So I really like to show you this app. The app works fantastic, actually. Connects up quickly, and it's set up really neat. It has a left zone and a right zone. You just click on left and right. Let's deal with the left zone right now. And if you look at the bottom of this screen, I have it set to freezing. Now, I can change that to refrigeration with a touch of a button, and SetPower already set it to go to 39 degrees, which is a good temperature for your refrigerator. Now it currently is at 0, but that temperature is going to rise to 39 degrees right now. Let's set it back to freeze. Back to freezing. Okay, there's an on and off button here. You can change it from eco mode to max. Let's keep it on eco. There's more settings here. Battery protection. You want to keep it on high if it's plugged into your car so you don't wear out your starter battery. And you can set the temperature from Fahrenheit to Celsius. I think we'll just leave it on Fahrenheit at the moment. So I have the left zone set to freeze, the right zone set to cool, and we can change that to a freezer as well if we want, but let's keep it at a refrigerator. You can have both sides as a fridge, both sides as a freezer. You can choose any configuration that you like, and you can change the temperatures using the plus and minus signs. You can use this slider, or if you want to let SetPower choose the temperature for you, you can do that as well. Just set it to be a refrigerator or a cooler and they will choose that for you. It couldn't be simpler, actually, and that's what you want. Simplicity. You want to be able to use the app without having to think about it, and you want all the information that you need to be right in front of your face, easy to get to, and that's what this app does. It's a really great app. I like it a lot. The big question that everybody wants to know, how much power does the PT30 use? So SetPower advertises 28 watts on average in eco mode and 38 watts on average in max mode. So I have it set to eco mode right now. The compressor is running and we are pulling exactly 31 watts out of this Bluetti AC50B. So 31 watts is pretty close to the advertised 28 watts. That's awesome. It's a very efficient fridge, and you have to remember it's not a constant 31 watts either. That's only when the compressor is running. When it reaches the desired temperature, compressor shuts off, power consumption stops. So it depends on outside temperature, how low you have the setting of the fridge. But this is a very, very efficient fridge, just sipping energy at the moment. So there's my overview of the SetPower PT30. I will leave links down below, and I do have a discount code that you can take advantage of. Fantastic Black Friday deals happening right now, so you might want to check SetPower out. I really like this cooler. It's going to be a good companion to the PT45 that we have. You're going to be seeing this out more often. I've come to rely on SetPower as quality. That 3-year warranty, that's really comforting to know that the company is standing behind their product for a good solid 3 years. Thanks for watching. Check out those links. See you on the next video, guys. Bye for now.